All right, welcome back to another live stream of Sims 3 Pets. It is good to be back. Kind of had a really busy week, but I'm glad to be streaming once again. As usual, my highlight of the week is usually the weekend because that's when I get to play these type of games. And well, Stream Elements is back up and running again. So what we are going to do, I need to adjust the audio real quick because that's very loud. What we're actually going to do is kind of open up with a topic that I kind of realized was a little bit, I kind of realized was something that that's actually kind of coming up in the future. And that is, for those of you unaware, for those of you who have watched my, okay, that's still very loud. For those of you that haven't watched my playthrough, my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order series, you will know that last Saturday, I was reached out by someone who kind of offered to draw like various things like concept art. What are you doing? You kind of offered to draw like various like alerts, animations. He offered to draw like the background and all this kind of stuff. There were a bunch of people on Twitter that reach out and help out content creators on Twitch and YouTube, and essentially charge them like a certain amount of money for them to be able to draw this work. And what's really interesting is I talked with this guy, the same guy that talked to me, and I talked to this guy, the same guy that talked to me at freaking whatever it's called in my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order series. And what's really interesting is we ended up making a deal. I was gonna pay. I paid him $250 up front, and I'll pay him another $250 when he's finished. And they're gonna like essentially work on my branding for my channel. So that's actually something that's actually happening right now that I'm actually really excited for. The other thing that's going on right now is I'm actually very, very close to finishing up part 2 of my novel, and after that, there's only like 9 more chapters I have to write before the book is finished. And there are almost all of them are action sequences, with the final 2 chapters being like I guess you could call it the epilogue. When like the book is wrapped up, like the main conflict is over, and there's just winding down to the end. What I am actually what we'll be doing is when I'm finishing part 2, I'm going to be creating another video for YouTube. I'm going to be discussing like a certain like group with my book and how I'm going to handle it, just to kind of get more interest with just trying to get more interest with my novel series, just so that when it's come out, there'll be hopefully be people that see that content and will be interested in seeing more of what I have to offer. So that's something that I'm working on right now. I'm actually very excited for that. But yeah, I guess I have that to look forward to because it's just kind of funny because I was actually kind of thinking about it, because I get the feeling that a conversation I may have in the future is what is going on there? I get the feeling a conversation I may have in the future with someone is just the quote unquote resume I will have. Like, I'm a Twitch streamer, but I'm also a writer I'm a writer. I write stories, but I'm also trying to be writer for a game company. Like a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I get a feeling there'll be a bunch of people out there that will just be kind of confused, I guess, with how much I'm actually trying to do. And yeah, that's something that I am really looking forward to because that's the fact that I'm well potentially have like a lot of stuff under my belt is will actually be kind of interesting. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get him to learn the playful trait. First, so clean up. Gonna have you use the bathroom. Just getting the playful trait. Playful pets enjoy having fun with other animals and sims. They want to run around, play fetch, or chase a laser pointer all day. Conflicts with proud. So the reason why I'm working on getting traits is there is an achievement for having your pet learn 9 traits, and so far we have 7 traits, so we just need 2 more. One thing that we can do that's actually very easy is getting vocal. That's a trait that we could get. You can get vocal trait by having your sim play guitar and having your cat growl along. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna have Alexis play guitar. And while we are having her play guitar, we are gonna get down. Y'all along. This is one of the many things I want to try and do with Cleo while we have her. The other thing is we need to have her steal $2,000 worth of items. We're not getting we're not getting the vocal trade, so I'm wondering if we can get it. Gonna keep trying. This is not working. Let me actually look into this real quick. So the achievement that we're trying to go for is personality. I has it. So supposedly this will work. Really trying to get this achievement done. Trying to get her that get cleared out of the vocal trait, but it's just not working. How are we doing? Oh, you're stir crazy. I don't know what's going on. It's not working. Just go ahead and have her stop. Is there a trait that Leah has that's conflicting with it? We can do. Yeah, you can paint. We still need something from you. What do we need? We need We need master paintings and what? Oh, we would need to paint 4 more paintings, and we need to paint 5 masterpieces. Who the heck is that? Uh, okay, this woman looks like a zombie, and I don't know what the heck is up with him. Uh, are those supposed to be ghosts? I'm very confused. Okay, go ahead and go downstairs and leftovers, French toast. Is there anything I can have you do? Have we got enough karma for an upgrade? I'm really too worried about that. How about you? Hey, you can't just do whatever. I'm really just trying to kill time till like we have another ghost thing so I can work on a skill for Leah. Let's see. You're still sleeping. Go and fast forward a little bit. I'm actually kind of curious. What are you missing for your lifetime wish? You need to work on logic, and you need to get Hannes up one more level. It's actually have you stop, and it's have you work on your logic skill. Clea, don't even have a alert box for you. You pee outside. What else? Oh, you're having your birthday again. Are you actually gonna age up this time? He literally just did this a previous night and he never aged up, so I'm hoping he ages up this time. Even though he technically has because his outfit has changed. There you go. Welcome to the club. Hey, let's go ahead and work on your skills. Alexis, go back to painting. Oh, you know what we can do? We need to get palladium for a lifetime wish. Scan underground. Now, I do not know how this thing works. I should probably look into this instead of just randomly scanning. What's it called again? Improved, excuse me, improved subterranean detector. How does this work? Let's see if this actually gives me something. Okay, as per usual, for a game, for a Sims game, it doesn't actually have any information. At least the first thing came up with nothing. Try this website. Hey, this website is a bust. Doesn't have anything I want. What I'm really trying to figure, what the main problem that I consistently have with this game is because Sims 3 Pets is so old, and because it's a Sims game, there is very little information for this. So, trying to get information for any sort of gameplay mechanic for this is ultimately impossible. I essentially had to figure out most of this stuff out on my own because I have not been able to figure any of this stuff out for myself. Uh, I don't know because this doesn't actually tell me anything. What I'm actually trying to do is I'm hoping that the official Sims wiki has some information on this invention because otherwise I don't know. If the Sims wiki doesn't have anything for this, then I may be shit out of luck. Yeah, this doesn't actually tell me anything. It actually doesn't have it. It's just, I think it's just the inventions for basic Sims 3. It doesn't have information for it doesn't have Sims 3 pets. So it looks like I'm shit out of luck. Let's try digging randomly. Because we need to get palladium. Nothing here either. Try going over here and scanning underground. Dude, it says that there is metal, rock, gems, and seeds on the ground. Why? There's something under there. It's just like a bath. I think what we need to do. I think I may have actually figured this out because I think that what I need to do is actually to because it looks like it scans, it detects items in the area. And if you, from what I understand, from what I think of how it works, if you wanted to actually say tell you like where to find metal, You will need to keep scanning in the area until you narrow down the metal. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. Time you go to sleep. And you. There was something that I saw on the map for ghosts. For those curious, I'm gonna be streaming for the full 3 hours today. I really do apologize for ending the Stardew Valley stream last Sunday off an hour early. I was not feeling, I was not feeling up for streaming the full 3 hours. It's actually kind of a lot of stuff that was on my mind, and I just found myself very distracted and having difficulties commentating. And part of the reason why I was kind of having issues commentating is because part of the reason I was having issues commentating is because I kind of have something like big coming up in the near future. In fact, this big thing is actually I will actually be doing this week, or not this week, but next week because technically we're still in previous week. But I actually I will essentially be drafting my critical introduction for my master's project, and what's really kind of difficult for me is this is kind of unlike anything I've done before, and what's really making it a little bit difficult is the fact that so I will say I frequently encounter issues with my professors where they just so one of my biggest pet peeves as a student is when I encounter people, especially English teachers, who discredit writers for saying that they were inspired by anything that isn't literary. That is a huge problem for me because it shouldn't matter what you get inspired by when you're writing poetry, when you're writing fiction. What should matter is the fact that you were inspired to write something in the first place. Why should it matter if you were why should it matter if you were inspired off of like a comic book, or if you're inspired off of watching like this clouds go across the sky? What my biggest problem is so many English professors and English teachers do this. What so many people do that really pisses me off is what, like for me, like my novel series that I've been developing since 2018 that has undergone so many changes. My English professor always gives me the fucking shittiest look whenever I briefly mention that I was inspired to write my series off of the manga series One Piece, which is 100% true. What really pissed me off is every single time I mention that to my friends, I always end up getting I always end up getting a weird look from my professors because they don't think that uh they don't think that a student like a writer getting motivation to I don't think that a student a writer student getting motivation from a comic book series holds as much value as a student getting freaking inspiration from, say, The Great Gatsby, which is like the first book that comes to mind. It is just really stupid to me how professors just. It's honestly just really disheartening whenever I encounter stuff like that because it shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't matter what you were inspired by. But professors make it a big deal, and they make it so that if you are inspired by freaking, if you were inspired by like anything that isn't literary, anything that isn't like intelligent, like say a painting from like Van Gogh or something, they look down on you, and it really pissed me off. It really pisses me off because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be a problem, but it is. And I frequently have to defend myself every single time I bring this up because they always act like they like my professors I encounter always act as if my I'm like have like less value, I guess, as a student. They act like I have like less value as a student because of the fact that I gain inspiration from a manga series in comparison to something more literary, and it's just really stupid. One Piece still has its narrative elements. One Piece still has a story. At the end of the day, when you are a creative writer, when you are a fiction writer, when you are a nonfiction writer, you are writing a story. With that being said, it would be perfectly acceptable in my eyes for someone to gain inspiration from watching a television show, from watching a movie, from watching from watching anything that is from watching anything from like anything with this literary element. And so many professors I encounter, they don't do that, and this really frustrates me. So that's really my biggest pet peeve as a writer, and it's something that I frequently encounter because when I'm drafting my critical introduction, I'm actually required to bring up two craft essays that inspired me. I already have them selected, but I also have to bring up two literary pieces that have inspired me. And really, there is only two. There is Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series, which focuses on what are you doing? There is Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series, which is uh there's Percy Jackson's oh, I see, make complex invention. There is Rick Jordan's Percy Jackson series, which focuses on Greek, essentially fictionalizing Greek mythology. And another thing that the other main thing that has inspired me to draft my series is actually One Piece, because there is a lot of parallels with my novel series in One Piece. And part of the reason why One Piece is so influential in my writing is because I discovered One Piece after I was at the lowest point in my life. This was I watched One Piece after I tried to commit suicide when I was a freshman in college, and there's the absolute lowest part of my life. And when I discovered One Piece, it was so many things, so many elements of that series just fascinated me as a writer. And soon after, I was inspired to draft my novel series I've been writing. But when I brought this up to my instructor, who is also my committee chair, he acted as if One Piece does not have as much value. And it really fucking pissed me off because he actually forced me to choose like another writer that could have inspired me. And I chose Dante Alighieri's Inferno because I read an extract of that around the same time I was drafting a chapter for my series that focuses on hell. And my teacher essentially was dissatisfied with the fact that I chose someone like Dante, even though his work is a lot more dense than something like One Piece or Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson series, and it really freaking pissed me because I would have no problem. I would have no problem with streaming, with writing like an entire freaking uh, thing. I guess I can't that way. I would have no problem with discussing like an entire freaking spending like 5 pages discussing like how much One Piece has influenced my writing. But freaking my professor probably wouldn't hear the end of it and would just say, "Oh well, it's just a freaking comic book." Seriously, just fuck off. Really, my biggest freaking pet peeve. And the thing is, I have encountered many people who agree with the same things that I've been saying. That there is a lot to be admired from how Ichiro Oda writes One Piece. There's a lot to be learned from how Ichiro Oda writes One Piece. And people don't see that. There's some people that are just so freaking high on their high horse where they don't actually see the value of that. It's frustrating. I can actually think of like a Marvel comic series, comic arcs that actually have more value, have more interest as a actually has more interest as a in a complex story that wouldn't actually be that wouldn't actually that would actually be that does have a complex story that could be like valuable and like people getting inspired and actually writing like a story based off of that. One thing that comes to mind is there was like a series of Punisher comics in the Max era. Like there was like a Punisher series called Punisher Max, which is probably like the best. In my opinion, is probably like the best version of Punisher because of the fact that it is just so visceral and it's just so beautifully done. In my opinion, the Punisher Max series is maybe like the best of the Punisher comics, even those released today. And there was one particular arc where he was just going around like dismantling a crime family in New York. And one of my favorite moments of that was seeing one of my favorite moments of that was having Frank Castle lead like mobsters into a zoo, and Frank jumps into a polar bear uh, habitat. Realizes that the polar bear is too docile, so what does he do? He punches the polar bear in the face as some mobsters are coming in, and then he leaves as the polar bear mauls the mobsters. That is just so brutal, but that entire story arc of him like killing that crime family is just so fascinating to me. It actually has like a lot more narrative weight to it than some of the other than actually some novel series that I've read. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that, especially like my instructors, who would not see the value of something like that. It's just really unfortunate. I really wish that people would be more willing to give stuff like that a chance. But just like they like say like the anime, they look at the art style and think it's just a stupid cartoon for kids. They look at the like the first page of like a comic book and think it's like a stupid comic book for kids. There's some anime series out there that I would not be willing to let a kid watch, and one of those comic book series, one of those manga series is Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man has so much sexual content, has so much violence and gore. I would not be willing to have a kid read a Chainsaw Man comic unless he's old enough to be, actually understand and actually get used to that type of thing. But there are people out there that just look at that stuff and improperly assume that it is a kid and therefore not good enough for certain things. They dismiss it, which is just really unfortunate. It's just I just would love to be able to finish that something. Still good. I would like to be able to have like an intelligent conversation one day with like a teacher or a writer or someone and actually be able to talk to them about this type of thing without them outright dismissing my idea, which is something that a lot of instructors that I encountered do. But yeah, that's like the last thing I will say about that. It's just something I wish could change, but probably won't. Why don't you go? Actually, we're gonna have you change outfit every day. Another thing that I could talk about is really just trying to get this invention done. Another thing that I could talk about is actually something that I am okay. Now that we're actually at 3 days, we're actually gonna change immortal semi-span to immortal once again. That's actually something I was wanting to keep track of because I didn't want to actually age up to a teen just yet. I just wanted to be close enough to age up that when Emily Eggleston ages to teen, we can age it. So let's go ahead and go into options. We'll go into semi-span and make it immortal. So there's actually something I did want to take a look at, and that is the skills for guitar. You should actually look into this. Just want to see if there's like any information because I don't know what counts as a venue. Okay, so it's not venues and parties. That's actually really bad labeling. Apparently, it's opportunities, not house parties. Do you even have any guitar skill opportunities?
Ibi Thorksa, Kazupi.
Inventory. Will have you play for tips. So what I'm actually gonna do is while we are working on getting tips for Alexis, we're actually gonna work on our opportunity. We're actually gonna work on our mystery for trying to get the socialite club thing done. But before we do, one thing that I may end up doing is I may have to save this for like a different playthrough because I may not be able to get this easily with my current sim. We will need to get inventing maxed out for another skill, for another thing, I believe. Pretty sure there is. Huh. Maybe science has it, something like that. I don't know.
If me bibs are torn.
Go into inventory and we're just gonna add a bunch of charges into this. I'm not seeing like I'm not seeing evidence of my theory being correct. We do have 5 family members. Huh. Yeah. You have enough to adopt a dog, and we don't necessarily have to keep the dog. A really good point. Let's just go ahead and do the easy way just to get this done because it's not just working out. We want a cat. I think we're gonna get a large dog. To make things easier, let's get an adult. Uh, gender. Cleo is female, so let's go ahead and get male. Eater. Uh, huh. So, as per usual, same thing that I did with Stardew Valley. I did have a dog that was mine at one point. To tell the story real quick, there was a time when a large puppy mill was busted. by authorities in like a small mountain, like podunk town near where I used to live, and they bred over like 100 puppies. I swear to God, from like 6 different moms, and they kept all of the puppies in large cages. I barely even able to see the to be able to like go out and essentially run around the yard and like get exercise, this kind of stuff. And they bred all these dogs. They bred all these puppies for the express purpose of selling them. This type of thing is called a puppy mill, which, as dark as it sounds, it's not. Oh, they're gonna like grind all those dogs up in like meat or anything like that. It's not that type of mill. They're called a puppy mill because just they're primarily focused on breeding as many puppies as they can for the express purpose of selling them. And these dogs, type of dogs they had in the puppy mill were all huskies. They're all Alaskan Malamute. But one of the dogs that I adopted was an Alaskan Malamute that's also part wolf, because one a wolf from the forest, surrounding forest, actually got inside the enclosure and impregnated a female Alaskan Malamute. So I had a dog. I adopted a dog, an Alaskan Malamute named Chance, that I had for maybe about a couple weeks, and but it was just kind of really difficult for me because I was a full time college student then. My mom was in college, and my dad was the only one at home. And I was having a difficult time like getting the dog potty trained. It was just not just he was I was having a hard time potty training him, but the dog also had a disease called Giardia, which essentially caused him to just defecate. Essentially, have like diarrhea just constantly. And the one time when the dog kind of crapped, we have like a overhang counter, which like imagine like a counter going straight up, and then the countertop just extending over the ledge, like sort of like a T, I guess you could say. And my dog propped on the carpet underneath that T, underneath that overhang. My dad bent down to pick it up. When he stood back up, he slammed his head on the countertop hard, fracturing his skull. And because this actually kind of gave him a traumatic brain injury. And because he had that, we actually couldn't. We had like no one to essentially to watch over him while me and mom were at school. So we had to give him back up to the pound, and that was probably the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. It's. I think that what made it even worse was the look of betrayal on Chance's eyes when he looked at me, because he did not want to go back to the pound. But we essentially had no choice. It was just the hardest thing I ever had to do. So, in memory of dear old Chance, you're gonna name him Chance. I think I actually named the previous dog I had in the previous household Chance as well. You know what? We're actually not gonna name him Chance. Let's name him instead. I got one. It's another name. One of my old pets. There's actually one that we had to put down recently. I didn't really put down. I feel, I swear to God, like he was put down, but he essentially was traumatized from a recent camp wildfire, and he went from like a peaceful, loving dog to very aggressive. We had to send him out for adoption, but shortly after we sent him out, I had a dream that I was in heaven and I saw Spencer there. So it's just probably nothing. It's probably a dream, but I would love for anything for Spencer to be adopted, because he still had like and be adopted and be in loving family, but because he still had like issues with aggression because of his trauma. I don't really think that the odds are very high, so we're just gonna name Spencer. So let's see what Spencer looks like. There's two challenges that I don't know what they are. Thief and catch 'em all. I'm actually gonna look into that because I don't know those are easy challenges for me to complete.
We go disable the body.
That's not a kid running around. I guess not. So we're literally just waiting around for Spencer to get here. Sorry.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Go ahead and make some brunch. Go ahead and make what salad.
We've nowhere.
Oh, look, Spencer's here.
A never zoo. Three bucks.
Looks like, is that a Great Dane? No, wait.
A never.
Is that a Dalmatian? That's a weird looking Dalmatian. It looks like it has spots. I've seen. I thought it was a Great Dane because a head kind of looks like it. Fortunately, you can't check dog breeds. At least I don't think you can. So once we have this dig thing set up, we're actually going to set up like a place for him.
Damsaru. Ipsa. Ina her. Koblet. Flabazu. Funipsa.
Actually, that's not a Dalmatian. Look at that tail; it's twirled. I don't know what dog breed that's supposed to be. I believe all dogs and cats are based off of breed. I don't think there's any things that are different. I don't know what type of dog that is.
Naboin.
very cute dog though. I'm honestly more of a dog person than I am a cat. A funny thing is about my cat though, he's more so of an outside cat than he is a inside cat. He usually only comes in when he needs to take a shit and stink up the house in the process, or when he needs to eat. And recently my cat got a bunch of mites. Presumably from like one of the many birds that are in this area, and yeah, unfortunately, my cat is not very happy right now because he's just been outside and pretty much all day because we haven't been able to like get him. I think there's like a specific bath you have to give like a dog if he has like fleas or something. In fact, I know there is for like fleas. I don't know if the same thing applies for mites. But yeah, something tells me that giving a cat a bath is not a very good idea. So that's definitely kind of funny. Another thing that's kind of interesting about my cat is he is by far the biggest freaking asshole on the face of the earth, and there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, like my cat's like an asshole, whatever." He will literally, if his litter box isn't cleaned on time, he will throw everything out of the litter box. He often throws a tantrum whenever can have you read. He often throws a tantrum whenever he throws a tantrum whenever like he's not feeding on time, or and he throws his dish against the wall, which completely which makes like a huge mess. He, despite us having like a scratching post for him, he always freaking uh he always prefers to scratch up the furniture than he does to scratch up like any of his toys. He's just like nothing really is safe from him. I actually had him like I came downstairs. Actually, I came home one time, going to like a local coffee shop and setting my coffee like half empty on the counter. And I went to like go to the bathroom real quick, and when I came back, Polly knocked the coffee, the half cup of coffee, over on the counter, creating a huge mess. So if like there's something that is in his way that he doesn't like, there's something in the way that he doesn't like, he will just knock it off the onto the ground. We actually, one of our dogs that we put down recently, she was maybe like 13, 14 years old, so she's an old dog. She we actually had like a ceramic plaque of her paw print, and we had it like on a podium with her name like painted on it, which is like a really nice thing that our vet did when they put down her dog. But what was kind of funny is what was kind of funny is my cat got knocked over the paw print that we had like casted in like ceramics, and he not only did that, but he almost broke the thing in half. He actually chipped it, and it was like a pretty big chip. So Mama's not too happy about that. It was just so freaking funny, just because I swear to God, like at this point, my mom absolutely hates Mike out with the burning passion to the point that she is trying to actively try to find someone to get to adopt him. But my cat is probably not going to be living in our house for very long if he continues to work towards pissing mom off at every opportunity. And the thing is, it's not her cat, it's not dad's cat. My dad got my cat for a woman that he was dating when he and my mom were separated. So he is her cat, the ex girlfriend's cat, and mom just doesn't like that. I'm not gonna be honest here. Uh, this I'm gonna be honest here. The woman that my dad dated was just kind of a bit, and I'm using that as the most broadest term possible. I actually have a couple stories about her. So I never liked her. First time I saw her, I just had this feeling that she was gonna break my dad's heart or something. So I often, like always, just kind of treat her like antagonistically because I just didn't like her. Part of me also wanted my dad and mom to get back together. I didn't want to have to deal with something that my dad had, like having like two moms. But so that's like two parts of the reason why I didn't like her. But there was one point when there was one point when I got a sniff out command. There was one point when like one time when we were traveling to Oregon to visit my grandparents. I got another star. One time we were traveling to Oregon to visit my grandparents. My this woman actually came with us, and my dad, when he was introducing her, he was kind of making a joke, because they were going over her nickname, and since this will actually kind of be brought up when I bring up the nicknames, her name was Natasha. Uh, but the topic of the next came up, and she says when she's friend when she's when you're friends with her or whatever, she's like natty, but when she's being bad, she is Nazi, and she was not happy about that. She was not happy about being compared to like a Nazi, and when we were on the way back after like spending like 10 minutes in the car with her yelling at dad for that comment, we stopped at a hotel in like a couple hours away from where we were visiting my grandparents, and apparently the night we stayed there, my dad and her went to like a bar that had like a bunch of like slot machines or whatever. I can't remember if it was like a bar or a casino. I don't think there's a casino in that town. I could be wrong. I think it was a bar. But my dad like gave her like a certain amount of money and said, "Here, this is all I'm giving you. Go ahead and gamble, have fun, or whatever." Then he was just gonna like spend some time at the bar. She ended up blowing like all that money, like one in like one sitting, and then she went back to dad for more money and said, "I'm not gonna give you any more money. You go ahead and use your own money if you want to continue gambling, but I'm not gonna spend like any more money. I'm not gonna give you any more money just for you to waste it or whatever." And she got so mad that she literally that morning she kicked me out in the hallway and yelled at my dad for 2 hours before we were finally able to leave and head home. And shortly after that, first of all, like that entire car ride, there's maybe like a 6 hour drive between that town and home. Okay, I think I have like a name. Uh, Actually, I may already have that star name. In between that 6 hour car ride, the first 3 hours was spent in dead silence. Yeah, I got one. The first 3 hours was spent in dead silence, and when she finally spoke, she's kind of responded all passive aggressively, I guess you could say. And not long after, she and Dad end up splitting up. And what's really fucked up is she took half of the stuff that Dad owned as her own, which is just really freaking stupid. My dad had these CDs of like classic rock songs that he would play when we used to go on a boat on our lake, and she literally pocketed everything. She took his CDs that were not hers, that's been in my dad's possession for like 20 years. She actually took some more stuff of my dad's. She tried to take our pets, but Dad wouldn't let her. There's like so much freaking. There's so much shit that she just essentially just kind of robbed my dad blind. Really stupid. But I guess it's kind of the danger with some women. I don't doubt that there are people out there. There are like women out there that can be actually good. That can like produce like a productive and healthy relationship with a person. But there are also people out there that actively try and do what they can to get to affect like someone negatively. And those types of relationships are often referred to as toxic relationships. When that happens to someone, it can be a freaking nightmare. My dad actually warned me shortly after that of the issue with dealing with women in general, and how you need to be careful about who you are dating, because there's some people out there that are only looking for money, that will try and like use you or abuse you for things that you have. Because I am trying to be a writer, my dad is was trying to be make me careful about who I am trying to date with, because there could be people out there that are only dating me because of the fact that I am a writer, that I am successful, whatever, and they essentially want someone to like pay them to be able to like be their sugar daddy, which is not like a healthy relationship. There's also sadly there's also like women out there that are just kind of like abusive towards the people they date. Like as much as often as it is about like men like being the abusers towards women, I don't doubt that that's often the case. But there's the reverse is also true. There's some women that are abusive towards men, and that's definitely like a problem. Uh, I really kind of wish that. So for those curious, I've never actually had like an actual girlfriend. I've encountered a woman in my past that tried to trick me to dating her, and it turns out that she was just like working with my bully to essentially break me, essentially. And it was probably the cruelest thing I've ever seen a woman do, and that's really like the only time I quote unquote had a girlfriend. But I never actually been in a real relationship with a woman. But if I were to like get in a relationship with someone, I'm not. I want to spend more time to get to know them rather than to jump on like getting into like a serious relationship. But I definitely am more cautious around women than I feel like I probably should be. But yeah, that is something that I am trying to be. Who are you? That is something I'm trying to be more aware of, I guess.
Nachaba duck! Yavul. Azamaiba mom. Sibi Rabanaba. Kuba Nachuni. Dal Aba Nawuna Wibs. Theb Greepsa! Yipsy!
Oh, that's a bit of an aggressive reaction. I just kind of like her model, like her character model.
Oh.
Trying to. No, I don't have sniff out. Like specifically. I don't have sniff out something. I'm assuming the next level will give me that. That's what I'm trying to go for. I need to take another look at his skills because I forgot what they were. Adventurous and loyal. Ah, fuck. Oh god, that hurt. Oh god. I just kicked the leg of my chair. And it wasn't like the toe, it was like the heel, and it hit bone. Oh god, that freaking hurt. It's like if you, it's like it's like the type of pain like when you kick something and it hits your shin. Ow! It's, your heel is just all bone and what I hit. Okay. But someone I saw over here. Really just trying to make some progress on stuff today. We're currently about 2:30ish. If I missed the 2:30, we're gonna be streaming for another hour and 30 minutes. Really, hour and 20 minutes. It honestly kind of feels like the time is kind of going in slow motion. I feel like I've done a lot today, despite only 2 days progressing.
Cuposa.
Robula Chobi. Amba Nisni. Tufaro? Neba?
Scanchi. Barimba.
Let's go here. Really just trying to. Oh, he's filling the hole. Good dog. Really just trying to, like, why? I already have one. Really just trying to, like, get through this, hunting, the digging skill a little bit faster just so we can have access to this step out actions where you can get palladium. so that Jasmine can get her inventing class done.
Senseless. Oh, Genev.
New star. We are going to call you. Scroll down a bit. I like the name Taika. It's in the constellation of Lacerta, and it's a Lithuanian proposal and means peace in the Lithuanian language. Isn't Lithuania in Europe? I'm gonna look that up real quick. I only know that Taika. I only know Taika from Taika Waititi. I believe was the director of the Black Panther movie. Like, oh, sorry, Lithuania. Yeah, it is in Europe. I think it's actually one of the, like the Eastern European countries, or those countries. Like the was it the Slavic countries? Is that what they're called? My knowledge on that part of the country world is not good.
Oh, pretzel.
Such like I'm actually kind of glad that I think there was like a Sims game, like maybe like Sims 2 or Sims 1. Memory serves where the maximum household was 5.
Oh, Genev.
I could be wrong. I may be completely misremembering. For all I know, like it could have been 6 in Sims 1. But I one thing I do appreciate is that in Sims 4 they changed the maximum household from 6 to 8. So it just kind of makes it so you can do a lot more with your family than before, which is something I appreciate. Spencer Knight. Go ahead and go here and pee. Go ahead and eat. You. Go ahead and eat. Oh, you know what I just realized? Hold on, let me just look up the first floor. Oh, stop. Oh, we actually don't have enough for that. We can. That's actually a pretty good idea. You fucking got this fucking cat. This fucking cat does it every fucking time. What is your problem with my chess table, you freaking nightmare cat? Kill yourself. So, another story. You fucking. Hey! Hey! Stop scratching my freaking furniture. Another story that I have with my cat is, nice. Another story that I have with my cat is, I used my old mattress that I no longer have. I actually threw away because I actually had like a bed bug infestation. Likely came from my public bus I've been taking. My my cat literally went underneath my box spring mattress and completely tore up the underside of my mattress. And it completely destroyed it. And it's just, I was so surprised, like, when when we were throwing away my mattress, again, like, because of bed bugs, and we had to throw away our box spring as well. Uh, this fucking, there's like nothing left of the underside, nothing at all. And it's just so freaking stupid. Like, cat is just, there's like that saying, like, zero fucks given, like when someone like does something without like caring for the consequences. Yeah, there's like that saying, like, defines my cat to a T. Doesn't give a shit about anything. He just does what he wants. Probably part of the reason why my mom wants to get rid of him now. And the thing is, like, my dad, he's quote unquote the owner of him. He never like does anything to like scold Polly, my cat. My cat's name is Polly. He never does anything to train him. Because believe it or not, cats can be trained. Just lets my cat just do whatever the fuck he wants. It's just really freaking stupid. So something that I will say, you're gonna tell me I'm being a bit improperly. Would you rather leave the whole as is?
No Robbie block?
Another thing that I will say is it's actually in relation to the last time that I streamed, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I've been like kind of like in that stream. I ended that stream about like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And part of the reason was I knew what was coming up, and I didn't want to be stuck like in a main mission and just kind of end it at an opportune time. That's part of the reason why I ended it the way I did. Uh, Satellite. Huh. I can't remember if this is from a TV show like or a movie. If there's actually something that exists, but I think the Voyager is either a satellite or a rocket that went to space. But the name of Voyager. I didn't even notice you were finished with your painting. Oh, that's a masterpiece! Oh, you actually painted a masterpiece. Right? I could have sworn you had a lifetime wish for painting a masterpiece. You did! Oh, that's awesome. That is fucking awesome. Clap, 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 clap.
Tulavu maza nuwana suwa kasi
Hey,
nubusu panin.
Fargo. Kamisa. We got
Easy baggy.
this actually looks pretty nice. Don't know what it's supposed to be but it looks nice. Go ahead and try and paint one more thing. We're now gonna paint a medium paint. Let's have you go over here.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and go into build and buy mode. Go upstairs. And we're actually gonna put where is it? Body sculptor. I don't know what that is. So the reason why I am doing this is because I recently had the idea, like as soon as I got that dog, this idea is actually came to mind where I could actually go for a challenge. And I'm actually gonna exit build and buy mode so I can go over this challenge. But since I've already decided that I'm gonna have Alec be a cop, I can actually work on a couple things with him. One of the things that we can work on. So, by the way, this is something that we're in process of. We're waiting for Emily to age up for us to get that treatment challenge done. We also we can potentially also get this treatment as well, but and that will also get us an achievement. This is like the last ones that we need for us to get the for complete all the love and romance milestones. The other thing that I want to try and do is so we will be getting like all of these things done once we get the skill mouse the thing done where it can actually the opportunity done which will allow us to craft masterwork inventing objects. The other thing that I want to try and do, this is another thing, is catkinesis. We still need to like take a couple more ghosts in order for us to get a telekinetic catch, but that's an achievement that we could get. Uh, that's something we are technically in progress of. This is something that will take like another playthrough, essentially. Uh, Looking for a specific one. Where is it? Okay, so one thing that we're going to be getting is not forensic specialist DNA profiler, but international super spy. That's the challenge we're going to be getting with Alec. The other thing that I want to get is Canine Cop. I want to get these done. Oh no. You know, that makes it a little bit difficult. I guess it's not a big deal. I guess it's not a big deal. So we can still like get the international super spy thing done another time. But that's exactly what I have planned. Yeah, I was wanting to get these this challenge done in conjunction with this challenge, but since we actually can't get this for that other challenge list, we will instead have to work on something. This, which is fine.
There's a dog.
Oh.
Cheevo do? Double do
The other thing I wanted to do, now that I actually remembered, is we're actually gonna put in a save because I don't really trust my game right now. I actually completely forgot to do something. And what I forgot to do was take one more thing from my household, which is the dog bone that we had in the previous generation. Let's go ahead and go into build and buy mode. We'll open catalog, household inventory. looking for the dog bone that I had, and I don't know where it is. I had a cat. Oh, right. That's right. That's how little fucking weight that freaking piece of shit cat held on me. I've completely forgot. I can't even remember that cat's name. Oh my god, I just remember it was something stupid and it was a cat from hell. I forgot about the cat from hell. That's funny. I completely forgot about the cat from hell. That's weird. Huh. It is weird. Guess we are buying a new bone. So I'm trying to think because I was remembering that there was a challenge for buying like, the most expensive toy. The most expensive litter box is this. The most expensive scratching post. The most expensive uh, food bowl. For a cat. Actually gonna try something. I'm actually gonna look into this. And if we can get a challenge out of the way, great. Let's go ahead and look at the challenge list. For something that I saw for pets. Where is it? That actually kind of got me a little bit scared. When my friend getting online, I thought I was getting a random achievement. I was like, wait, what did I even do to get an achievement? That actually took me, caught me off guard. So I was curious, what one thing that's required for 100% completion, at least in my eyes, completing every single one of these challenges. That is why I am focusing on this. Trying to like get all these things done. I actually completely forgot what I was looking for. I think I may have passed it if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I may have passed it. Like the cat one, I know that. Yeah, I definitely passed. I'm going back up. I wasn't this slow when I saw it before. It's somewhere above the K9 cop thing. That's where I saw it before. Why I was remembering it is because I saw it. Here it is. I think this is it. Maybe. No. I swear to God, there's like a cat thing for like buying the best thing, the most expensive thing for your cat. This may be it. Oh? Yes, here it is. Okay, so spoiled kitty. This is something we can do right now. Can't believe I missed that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, the money to blow. So what we want is Will Lloyd Wright, ultra modern pet house. We want the Glittermatic 9001 cat wish display. We want the Incredible by Fernando. We want the Tower of Kitty Power. Uh,
Gila? Tom? Finger name Knutzel.
I didn't get it. Was there something I'm missing?
Tot. Fun pop tot. Fondly. Goo? Well, Nina Vozadang. Rukul.
I didn't get it.
Muba. Muba Zaba.
I did it pop up and I just didn't see it? No, it's still up 35 points. I don't know, this may be something we had to come back to. Should have this.
Nistas. Dabu Wapuna.
I guess what we can do,
Finger name Knutzel.
we gonna need dumbass to get down from there.
Zondiala. Dabi Blunt. Dusuna Bagastanai.
What we can do is sell this and buy it again. Try this again. Did I get it now? So one thing that apparently does affect this is if you have multiple pets. So it could. The problem is there could be viewing as one of those things belonging to one of the pets. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Let's have you go to the bathroom. Then we'll have you sleep. Let's have you still chilling. What can we do? Have you sleep a little bit. Alexis, why don't you go eat? I thought for a second my game froze, I'm not gonna lie. Got a little bit scared. You're sleeping. You are sleeping good. You're using the bathroom and then you are sleeping. You are chewing. Tackle. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I do want to take a look at your skills. Five ghosts. We have 12. Still a ways away. Gonna be streaming for 1 more hour, so we're just waiting for things for Grass Rush to get a drink. Still a child. Oh, I actually wonder. We should probably invite Emily over just to talk to her a little bit so that we don't lower our friendship because they do deteriorate over time. We can, in theory, call her. Thing is, what I made. What's this? Okay, you're good. Let's have you go upstairs and sleep. Something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Ghost cat. I used to love Ghostbusters as a kid. I watched both Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Both of them are great movies. I hated the new Ghostbusters movie with the 4 women. It just did not work as Ghostbusters movies. I didn't watch the new one they made with Bill Murray and a couple other actors reprising their roles. I don't know if it's any good, but in my opinion, Ghostbusters 1 and 2 are just timeless classics.
Nev. Oh.
Nev.
Uh, there you are. Sonny Law, there's the name. I should like that one a bit. Sonny Law. I wonder if he's related to Trafalgar Law. One Piece joke for you. Uh, where? Oh, there he is. I see you. Carissa Down is not an interesting name. I really hate it when things get interrupted. Let's see if we can swipe something. Make some progress on the achievement. We need to steal $2,000 worth of items. Swipe something. Oh, I see. We need to get rid of some stuff. What can we get rid of? I don't want to get rid of any of my seeds. That could be useful somewhere down the line. Really trying to put away all my books. Still not enough. Okay, then it's an almost season offsite storage. Okay, still nothing. Let's go ahead and put the ghost zapper, ghost positioning system, floor hygienator, harvester, collection helper, cash statue, watermelon seed. Wait, how we still have so much inventory space? The fuck? Go home. There is something going on with the inventory. I need to check it out. There's something weird going on with the inventory. It's specifically our household inventory that appears to be messing up. Let's go ahead and sleep here. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone is set up properly. The dog just whacked her tail against my door. For breakfast, we will make pancakes. We can get if we can get Andy's logic skill up one before the end of the stream, that'd be great. It looks like we may be able to do that, but I don't actually know if that's the case. It's also a real logic to still kid. What I'm getting like a little bit worried about is the fact that Emily will age up as at the same time that her friendship level goes down. In order for us to get the achievements, we have to have Alec and Emily be best friends, and in order for us to be able to age them up and have a relationship as a teenager. That's essentially how that challenge works. That's what I've been trying to do, but unfortunately, what I'm kind of getting worried about is the fact that she may actually lose her, go down like a level or two because of the fact that I'm not talking to her that much, and she may in turn continue. She may in turn it may in turn screw me out of the challenge. I need to switch over to Jasmine. She is cooking good. You're done.
Huh.
Let's take a look at the karma powers. We've been kind of neglecting this all stream. You have 2 free uses. Yeah, I'm actually gonna leave that alone for now. I may actually need Super Satisfy for something. So we're gonna save that. But otherwise, I may, that's interesting. Otherwise, I may, use a giant, jackpot, for the other one. Go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Make sure we're making a little bit more progress. You're actually almost ready. Leah, actually enough out of you. Let's have you go to go eat. Gonna have you scratch. Gonna have you sleep. You're sleeping until 6 a.m. Good. The rest we can have fast forwarded. And while we're here, Jasmine Knight inventory. Let's split up with our household inventory. Go ahead and change your outfit to everyday. How close are we to getting level? Pretty close. Hey, what's that? Oh, that's a shadow from a tree. Maybe? Yeah, that's what it is. Actually, it's looking pretty nice. That is that pigs flying?
That's you.
Digging, sniff out metal. Palladium for a thing.
Neeb neeb.
Got the digger trait. Spencer is now digging skill level 4. That's great.
Huh? Shlupagaya.
Art ESO paint large. Gold, but not what I'm looking for. Need palladium. I thought I had you eat your food. Did did you just interrupt your ability or something, or did I just forget to direct you to do that?
Uh,
And let me also go ahead and double check something. Jasmine, opportunities. Yeah, we need palladium. I found a work, dear. Floor, off a puddle. Why do you? I'm having you specifically search for metal. Why do you consistently just get nothing? Your boss is glad you took the time to read the Summonia Pandemic. Reading is never a waste of time. Your boss has improved your job performance and since the two of you have grown a bit efforts. We got 20 minutes left in this live stream. We will likely end today off with getting level 10 of the medical profession. I need to have you sleep. A copper, not what I want. A Spencer level 5. Dude, what the fuck? That's like 5 times now. 5 times now I had you specifically look for metal and you come up with nothing. Try again and digging. Sniff out metal. Find palladium. That's all I want. That's the whole reason why I got you. Literally just having everything in fast forward right now. Not silver or something. Power. Light pad to base. Spencer Knight. Sniff out metal. I need you. Take a shower and Lexus. Have you leftovers, apple pancakes. I have you use the bathroom. Have you take a shower. And we're gonna have you sleep. Here yet again. Running a little bit out of time. We got about 15 minutes. We're actually gonna invite Emily over just so that her friendship level doesn't get too low. You just need to talk to her for a little bit. You don't need to like do anything like crazy. I just don't want her friendship level to get too low.
Kazobody.
Out of here fast.
Gulavazu. Teenage.
Let's see. Ask about day.
Zumaya Vuba. Zibosu. Inava. Gozo Basimavati. Zobova. Navubu. Zipuza. Dazu.
We will friendly hug. We'll chat.
Ulazi Dubaza. Tumaniko. I Tishu Panikuzu. Siyazuku. Hedin na Pasulama. Hadiu Bababu. Kubi. Chuvumi. Gazoo.
I'm actually gonna check something. Oh, she's actually workaholic. That's actually a pretty good trait. To have for work. When I get married to her, way down the line at this point, I don't know. Well, if I get married to her, I should say, because something could happen that possible. She could have a trait I'm unaware of that makes it, that is something I don't really care for. But, like I said, that were to be the case, I could also respec. But, I don't know, like, what career I want to work in tandem.
Uzu. Ishi Wubidi. Ga. Zabo. Flufinozika.
It is go into your inventory, go to homework, do homework. Really, just trying to get palladium. That's all I really want. Hey! Yes! Congratulations! Jasmine's impressive performance has earned her a promotion to world-renowned surgeon as well as a bonus of $3,624. Without Pierre, Jasmine is in charge. There's no such thing as an incurable disease or fatal ailment with a world-renowned surgeon in the room. There's no surgery too intense or bill too small for you because you're simply the best the world has to offer. That's one thing taken care of.
Babu.
Oh my god, she looks like a mad scientist. She looks like a mad scientist. Oh, actually, there is a character from this this I can't remember if it was a Disney movie or a Pixar movie. Oh god, I need to look this up. It's gonna drive me crazy. I don't even know the name of it. But what I'm remembering is an outfit similar to that, except for the gloves are black. In fact, in fact, that that looks more like what I'm thinking of. Oh god, what the heck movie is that? I know it was a movie. I just can't remember what one. That makes her look like a mad scientist. That's hilarious. Oh my god, what movie was that? I swear to god it's either Pixar or a Disney movie. I'll need to do some research in this probably. Oh my god, I can remember the character putting on gloves that look like that. Like there was a specific animation of a character just putting on gloves that went up to an elbow. I remember that clearly, and I just can't remember where I saw that from. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me crazy. But she looks like a mad scientist. That's so funny because I actually was planning on her being a scientist before I realized I kind of screwed up in her skills and had her be a doctor instead. That's so freaking funny to me. I we're about ready to end things off right now, but
Oh. Slooblish.
dude, what the? Go to sleep. And you. You have a food bowl for a reason. Fucking dumbass cat.
Oh, grot. Oh.
That's how we go to sleep. And let's see. I think we are about ready to wrap up for tonight. then you can be happy about the progress we made. We technically didn't get much done, but we got a fair bit done, I guess I'll say. So, you mind? What are you doing on my property? It really takes a while for it to go up. Go here and pee. Go eat. Go to sleep. And I think that's gonna do it for today. If you are remotely interested in what to see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. Actually, what we're going to do is just, not anything's off right now, so that's kind of like a false ending thing. I want to make sure we get to the next day before we do so. We're just gonna leave things running for right now. Don't be completely. Don't worry. This stream is essentially over. I just want to try and get the illusion of a little bit more progress by ending stream at like the 20. What are you doing? That guy's. I don't know what he's doing. So really, that's 2 of the 3 opportunities. It's actually go ahead and go over this. Alexis's opportunity is done, so we're just working on our skills. Jasmine's lifetime wish. Jasmine's lifetime wish is done. We're just working on her skills. Alexis's lifetime wish is done. We're working on our skills. We are still only we just have Andy's lifetime wish to do, and then once that's done, we literally just have a couple handful of things to work on, which are all skill based things, and we can move on to Alec. What we're actually gonna do to end things off is we are going to spend lifetime reward points. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom because that's where the moneymaker stuff is. I actually don't know what I want. I guess we could just work on getting like the skill based stuff, but there's not that much that we can get. In fact, Carefree is the only actually no, Carefree and Hardly Hungry are the only ones we don't have. I don't know if I want carefree. Let's actually save we have right now. Actually, go over to Alexis. This is also something that I don't think that we can do much with. Esther Defiance is the only one I want. Yeah, it's like nothing else I want to do. I guess there's no. I'm gonna save up for 30,000. Yeah, that's actually about it. So that's actually gonna do it for today. We are now officially out of time. If you are remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will be streaming Sims 3 Pets yet again next Friday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be streaming Assassin's Creed. I will be streaming Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order next Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. And I will be streaming Stardew Valley for 100% completion on Sundays, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. If you are interested in games you play for 100% completion, know that not only go for 100% income statistic, but 100% in achievements as well. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later.